We're about 40 miles south of Candlestick Point as we welcome you inside Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyro, as their guys get set to match up between the Dallas Cowboys and the San Francisco 49ers. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go, here we go. 180! Watch the run! Hey, alert! 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 Hey, come on, come on, come on! Let's go!
First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, second and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. On 2nd down, Jacobs.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Here we go,
so from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Let's get the ball. Hey, switch gears, switch gears. Quick dash. 11.
Throwing now is Garoppolo. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
So negative yardage, a loss of 3 on 2nd down, and that leads to a tough 3rd down call. To throw, it's Garoppolo. It's complete, swings it out to his running back.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. This is taken at the 18. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They go play action now. Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right? Yeah. Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
He's going to air one out. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. And that's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels. That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Throw left side, caught by Goodwin. He's at the 50, the 30, the 20. Touchdown, 49ers. Marquise Goodwin, 99 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him.
Go. Let's go.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Yeah, let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now Jackson. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Right about 20 yards on the pickup. Officially, they'll say it's going to go for 19.
First down, Dallas.
Set, hut, Henry. Set, hut, 54. Line 54. Gotta do better. Come on, QB, come on. Set, hut.
Now Elliott. And he's going to get hit at the line of scrimmage and driven backwards.
Yeah, baby.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Throwing on 2nd down. Jackson being chased out left. Avoids him at the 5. His throw caught at about the 5. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice 1st down.
On 1st and goal, they'll try the... And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Lamar Jackson, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this 1st quarter. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a 1-play drive last time, to see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Here's Jacobs. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Tackle there by Leighton Vander Esch.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Here we go.
And on 3rd down, the Cowboys bringing an extra defensive back.
21.
Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he's going to have the 1st down, yardage to the 35. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
Well, partner, none of these runs individually have added up to a whole lot.
Now, 3 plays, all 3 short runs, but together a first down.
Yeah, it's amazing how the narrative changes when you string them together.
On first down, Garoppolo. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Garoppolo. And he rifles one incomplete.
Intended for Josh Jacobs, incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and...
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's got the first down, yardage before being taken down at midfield. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the 3rd down conversion. The 49ers with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. Jalen Smith, the Notre Dame man, in on the tackle. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Bravo.
Garoppolo now. Deep ball for Goodwin. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, 49ers. Marquise Goodwin, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. He uncorks it for... Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Willie Snead. His first touchdown of the new season as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And, Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
I'm coming after you. 21. Here we go. 21. Here we go.
To throw is Garoppolo. That's Samuel, caught left side. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
The football comes out. Jacobs lost it. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
From the 31, Jackson. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up third. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board. Ended up settling for 3.
And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal? And they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive. A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think coach would be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield and punch in the end zone without turning it over.
Throwing again on second down. Garoppolo. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
That first down completion only netted him 3. Second and 7. From midfield, here's Garoppolo. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Goodwin. Garoppolo able to find Goodwin for a big one. 43 yards. What a game it's been for this duo.
They remind me of a good comedy team. They know how to play off of each other so well. No matter how one riffs, the other's right there to pick them up, and they are shredding them in this ball game.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's first and goal just outside the 5. Now a carry for Jacobs. That's a gain of 7, and will leave them with second and goal coming up. Defensively, they must have been expecting a pass. They were in the dime look out there.
I think maybe they were deciding to go with speed on the field rather than bulk. I'm with you, a little bit surprising. They wanted people getting to the ball as fast as possible.
And he takes it into the end zone across the chalk. Now there is a flag down, but I think that's offsides on the defense.
Yeah, I think that's going to stand, partner.
Gold with the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. And at least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his second week of the regular season. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Darren Waller, the intended receiver, but now it'll be third down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. And Waller taking it in over the middle. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he'll kick it away for the second time. Now a hit and a loose football. It's picked up by the Cowboys, and they will take over at the 29-yard line. Was hoping to make a play there on the return with his speed. Instead, he makes a play for the other side.
Yeah, and how many times have we heard coaches say, you know, sometimes it's not really about those X's and O's we draw up. It's about those Jimmies and Joes. And when you have a punt returner, he's one of those Jimmies and Joes, one of the best athletes. He's unable to make the play that they were seeking, though.
No.
A first down carry by Elliott. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. From the gun, it's Jackson. This will be caught at about the 5. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and that'll make it a second down. That time they hit him out of the slot on the drag.
And that route takes some fortitude from the guy running it because he knows he's going through the briar patch, as I like to call it, right? He's trying to work his way through all that traffic, and people wanting to put a little contact on it. Really well done.
On second down, it's Elliott. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Now Elliott. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys have retaken the lead. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. You're down 3, under a minute to go. How aggressive are you going to be in this spot?
Not as aggressive as I probably would want to be.
He's got a man, complete. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Check. 25, check 25, check 25.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. The Niners on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be third and forever. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. A heck of a play there on third down, but amazingly, they're still short for fourth. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. This one from 46 yards out. And in his 15th season, he's able to get this one to go. So thanks to the late field goal, we are all tied up heading to intermission. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. This one fielded at the 5. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. From the gun, Jackson. And he's got Ezekiel Elliott. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover. The angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38, and his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Xavier Woods, the free safety, up to make the tackle.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Garoppolo looks to throw. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. It's a gain of 5. And that's going to make it 4th down. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. 10th carry now for Elliott. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That second down play nets a -4.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. And that is incomplete.
Partner, the way this offense has marched up and down the field during this game, it's almost a surprise to see an incomplete pass on 3rd down, isn't it?
Yeah, they have had their foot on the gas all game long, but here finally stalling out. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And they will get to this one and down it at the 13-yard line.
At their own 13-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It's a 6-yard loss on the play, and it'll make this a 2nd and long.
Here we go. 180. 55. Lock.
Throwing now is Garoppolo. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. 6 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 3rd and 10 now.
That's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 10.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
12, fellas. Here we go.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Got his target, Samuel. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down. Garoppolo in the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That one 28 yards on the ground. You know, I have a pretty good friend, Charles Davis, who tells me that when he sees plays like that, strong runs to the right, reminds him of the 1960s Green Bay Packers.
Boy, those were the days back when the fullback actually carried the ball as well as blocked. Then you had a halfback. You had pulling guards, guys who could get out and run. And you can hear the great coach saying it back then. So we get a seal here and a seal here, and we run this play right in the alley.
Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Check 13. 21. Watch twist.
Now Garoppolo. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Goodwin. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. 3 quarters have come and gone. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10.
Mike, 55. Check, 55, Mike. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch twist, watch it.
On play action, it's Garoppolo. That's going to be caught. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
A field goal could get him the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Josh Jacobs, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And they're able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
so
well.
Go to something else.
And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. No, it's out. Smith lost it. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. Darren Waller, the intended receiver.
Well, that takeaway, partner, right there, that's a combination of coaching, execution, and absolute belief. Because a lot of guys will look at the scoreboard and go, this thing's pretty well done. But they still thought to themselves, if we can make a play, we give our teammates a chance to win it. And that's exactly what they did.
Here we go. 180. Check 41. Six. Back. White. Slam.
On 1st down, it's Jacobs. 20. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. So he got 3 of 1 tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the...
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. A 6-yard touchdown run. Where the Niners are able to stretch their lead. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now. No question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. Yeah, what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead. This one taken from the 7. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4. Hey, we're pretty quiet, D. We're pretty quiet.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Jackson. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. 16 yards, a first down. Fourth quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You got the first one for the second one, didn't matter.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 16 yards, a little deja vu from the previous play where they got 16. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
56, Mike, 56, right there, 56. Hey, 22, Jet, cover. Get 22, Jet, cover. Mike's 56.
From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. Breaks the tackle, now an alley. Ezekiel Elliott going to take it the distance. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year, as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 11 yards there, first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Jacobs from the gun. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
It's a first down on a gain of 10.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
They'll run on first down. It's Jacobs. Byron Jones in there to make the tackle. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now a give to Jacobs running right. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Now this is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here.
Kill. Hey, turn it up. 65. Hey,
Now Garoppolo. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Taking it about the 16. They'll net only 35 here following a 43-yard boot, 8-yard return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you're talking about tendency. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. Agreed, that's twice now in this fourth quarter.
As a quarterback, a lot of times you think it's all on you to make plays when you're losing. And here, the play's not there, but he throws it anyway.
The Cowboys signal for their third and final timeout, as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. And they will take a knee here.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the 32-yard line.
Here we go. 180. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. No chance.
And they'll take a knee as the clock ticks down toward 50 seconds to go.
A loss of a yard. It's now 3rd and 13.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Down to a knee goes Garoppolo, and that ought to do it.
A loss of a yard. It's 4th down.
So the victory here for San Francisco, and it wasn't really always pretty. They had their bumps and bruises, really both sides did, but they did what they needed to do at home to get the win.
Yeah, they really had to grind this one out, didn't they? Because nothing came easy. Every snap was a major league brawl. They had to win at the line of scrimmage, win downfield. They got all those things accomplished. But to win a close one like this, every team wants to be physical. We've heard that a million times, right? But those who are mentally tough, those are the teams that you have to deal with in the playoffs. This was that type of a game.
So for the Niners, they make amends for their Week 1 loss by winning their home opener. And they will hit the road next week for a date with a New England Patriot.